Welcome to The Guys Review, where we review media, products, and experiences. That's 3 in a row. Go ahead. What? Why are you staring at me like that and not saying anything? My name is Steven. I am one of your 3 co-hosts. Together with me today, we have Trey and Tucker. Say hello, fellas.
What's up?
How's it going?
They are actually here. I'm not just talking to myself. Jesus. I was complimenting y'all, and
Yeah, I was enjoying it.
making it awkward all the time. Today on this episode, we're going to be reviewing the movie The Skulls, the 2000. I don't even know what you really call this one. Thriller, I guess, kind of mystery,
Suspense, conspiracy theory, whatever.
Cult classic.
Cult classic.
Is it a cult classic?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a guilty pleasure at the Story household. Much like anal sex night.
So it doesn't happen that often, but when it does happen, it's a special thing.
You know it.
I don't, but I'll get to take your word for it. Well, before we get into reviewing the movie, let's move into how our weeks were. And I think we got a couple other things we'll get through. So, Trey, you want to go first?
Yeah,
You hadn't been here, so.
Yeah,
Sure.
I've been out with COVID for a couple of weeks, man. I've been everywhere except the electric chair and seen everything but the wind.
What?
Jesus.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, but I fucking love it, dude. Heard that today. Making it mine.
I like it. All right, good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just checking to see if we got any emails.
No, it's all right. I'm just watching you check your phone.
Yep.
As I'm telling you, like, how I've been for one of, like, the last times in person here. But, I mean, that's fine. It's whatever.
Y'all are always on your phones. You're over there gambling, watching fights.
Fights. There's no fights on Sunday afternoon except for bum fights.
He's not wrong.
Which are the best ones. Truthfully.
That's fair.
Well, what else?
We can go to Bankston Alley in Opelika and see that any day we want to, though.
I'll allow it.
Anything else to add?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Just finally getting back to normal.
So you're feeling better?
Yeah.
Do you have the COVID fog, the brain fog?
I don't know. It's sort of foggy most days. I think
fair.
it's the drugs.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, I was told once.
It's fair.
Rick James, bitch.
Rick James. All right. Tucker, why don't you go ahead and go, man? You said you had some news?
Yeah, man. So I was working this week, and work was uneventful, but I have come up with something. All right. So I retire from law enforcement, I can retire from law enforcement in 16 years.
God, that's a long time.
I know. Imagine how much hair he's not going to have.
It is.
I mean, think about it. Huck will be driving.
Hold on, listen, because this actually works out for Trey's benefit too.
Oh, is it?
It does. Wait till I get there.
Abby will be married, probably.
It's fair.
Maybe, yeah.
Have her own little crotch goblin.
Oh,
It's possible.
yeah. Anyway, I can retire in 16 years. So when I retire from the police department, I'm going to run for Lee County Sheriff, Sheriff Stokes, and my good buddy Trey
I'm with
is going to be the Lee County coroner. Yes.
Not sucking dead dude dick.
Holy shit. I'm never coming back.
Yeah, you are.
I would not trust either one of you with my body or my...
Look, by that point, Jay Jones is going to be retired. Sheriff Jones is going to be done because he's already pushing 70 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Question.
Oh, God, I'm afraid where this is going to go.
Because I'm waiting to figure out how to run for coroner, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
With
all your vast experience.
Well, I mean, you don't have to have any experience.
You don't.
That's the great thing about
They'll
it.
send you
It's
to
an
school.
elected position in Alabama. So.
Yeah. And it's literally you go in there, he died, send it off to state, and they'll tell us how he died.
Yeah. So
I'm being dead serious.
I believe you. I just hate that I'm going to miss this.
do you think it would be bad if I was to sell tickets and we do
Sell tickets to what?
well, I think you can use the dead bodies as marionettes and make them dance and put on a show once a week.
Christ.
I think you might be crossing some ethical boundaries there.
I mean,
just one or two.
Like it could have like a musical number every week.
Family and friends night at the coroner's.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't ask where the hot dogs came from.
You ever had a deep fried hot dog before?
Ooh, that sounds terrible.
Right?
Well, all right, Tucker. That's a good plan. I admit that's not a bad idea. And
Yeah.
if I were here, I still wouldn't vote for you.
Yeah, you would. So when I retire, in 16 years when I retire, vote for Stokes for Lee County Sheriff.
Jesus.
Going ahead and starting campaigning.
Got to start somewhere, right?
I figure I got one vote sitting right next to me.
Yeah, I'll throw you a pity vote.
There you go, and Chris will vote for me if he remembers how to work. If he remembers how to work a voting machine.
That's the only thing he knows how to get is pity anything.
Beggars can't be choosers, right?
It's fair. That's true. I guess I can't either. My week was pretty eventful also. I don't think I told y'all this. So Friday, my boss finally told my coworker, well, the other property managers that I'm leaving, at the end of next week. And they were not happy about it.
I'm sure. Because they thought it'd be more work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right before turn.
Right before turn.
Yeah.
I do feel bad about that. And obviously, I wish we hadn't waited so long because it went from, I told my boss, over a week ago, and she made me wait until she could tell them. And I wasn't even in the meeting. Like I don't like how it all went down because I don't know what exactly she told them.
Well, I'm surprised one of them
that
didn't
you're a
talk to
piece
you.
of shit.
Probably. Well, I went and talked to them afterwards, and they were obviously just very cold to me and very shut off.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, I was very surprised. Not gonna lie.
True colors coming out, huh?
Part of me understands it because, like I said, it looks like I'm abandoning them right before turn, and it's a lot more that they're gonna have to do. And I apologize about that, but
you kind of are.
I'm not saying I'm not, but it's also a huge opportunity for me.
Yeah, but the last thing you said was, "I'm so glad I'm getting out of here right before turn."
That's the last thing I said to you, not to them.
Oh, okay.
Well, now they know if they listen to this episode.
No, they don't listen.
No one in that office listens to us.
What are their emails?
I'm not telling you that.
Is there info for First Realty or whatever?
No.
Well,
Are you sure?
But anyways,
I'm sure I can find their emails.
It's no great loss. Like if these people are his friends or not.
I wanted to end on better terms, and I was actually hoping that they would manage my house, but I don't think that's going to happen now.
I'm surprised you don't do it yourself and just save the 5%.
Yeah, I'll manage your house for 5%.
10%.
You can charge them what you want, but I mean,
I'll manage your house for 7%.
No. You don't know how to.
And you're legally not allowed to.
Hey, motherfucker, pay your rent.
Well, there is that. You're also legally not allowed to.
You can't get paid to do it.
You have to have a real estate license in state of Alabama for third-party management.
For fuck's sake, that's bullshit.
No, it's not. That's the law. Why do you think I had to
That's why he had to get a license.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not.
I disagree.
Here's
Here's the thing. Could the work be done? Yeah, technically someone could figure out how to do it. But state law, we follow laws around here. As corner, I would turn you
except
in.
for the drug laws.
Yeah, that's fine. Those are optional. Really just suggestions.
So I mentioned this to you a couple of weeks ago, and I'm dead serious. Like, if you want to do shrooms before I go, I will do shrooms.
I would love it.
Not here, you won't.
Whatever.
No, we'll take them out in the front yard.
Yeah, we'll go in the front yard, and then we'll come in and record.
No, you won't.
As someone who is legally bound to take care of us after we do them.
No, I am not legally bound to take care
I
of you.
think you
I
are.
am not a fucking nurse.
It's going
Nowhere after my name are the
it's
letters
going to look really
RN or
bad.
LPN.
Like if we fucking died in your house after ingesting lots and lots of mushrooms.
No, I'm going to call the fucking local authorities. But hey, there's 2 stoned guys in my house. Can you
First of all, we're not stoned. We're tripping. All right, get your vocabulary right, cop. He's like, are y'all out there smoking dope? That's anywhere from crack to marijuana. That's dope is just a whole thing.
Yeah, and that'd be pretty shitty on your part, really, to just do that to us. I mean, it'd be great because it would keep Steven here, but
wouldn't you rather guide us through the trip and just experience that? It'd be kind of funny.
Nope. Mm-hmm. I want nothing to do with this. It will not be done in my house, and I will have you escorted out by law enforcement.
Oh, he'd call the real cops.
You know what? I hope you do. I hope y'all do the shrooms, and you go up to North Carolina and get fucking drug tested.
That's fair. I don't know if I actually have to get a drug test or not.
I don't know if my new job's worthy of having a drug test. I think they probably won't.
They probably expect you to show up positive.
Probably.
Can I say one of the coolest things about this new job, though? One of the things I like the most about it?
The cameras in the hotel rooms?
No. Cameras in the bathrooms.
Okay.
Those are nice. But
and the showers.
I get unlimited vacation.
I feel like that's not a real thing.
Well, I mean, I think the point of it is that I can't take a month off.
So it's no burning it or just because your salary, you just come and go as you please.
Pretty much.
Okay. I get that.
And I mean, within reason, because of the level, because of the kind of
stress level. Yeah. Well, I got you.
Well, and the level of the position that I'm in. So they have to, I guess they would reasonably expect that I'm not going to abuse that sort of privilege. I just think it's cool. I don't have to worry about
They
tracking.
don't know you very well, do they?
No, they don't. I just think it's also
it's better than like not punching in or out like, on a time card.
I know. Trust me. The only thing that kind of sucks is I have to get a badge because where I'm working, it's in a medical facility.
So they're going to clock you in.
They probably will, yeah, or have an idea of what's going on. It's in a medical building.
They'll know what time you get in and what time you leave. I mean, they will know that.
Well, not when I leave. I don't have to badge out. It's just to in.
Really? They don't have you badge out? Like not through any doors. Like.
I mean, unless it's picking it up when I'm walking by. But there's on the door of the outside, you have to use your badge to get in, but you don't have to use your badge to get out.
Really? Like, even like coming down like a corridor or something. Like you know. All right.
2 badge doors in, but then out.
Okay.
So, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. It's going to be fun. We as I was saying, we went up this past weekend and we checked out the house that we're going to be living in. Excuse me, that we've rented. And just kind of we hung around the city and checked out Abby's new school, my daughter's new school. There's tons of like farmers markets and shit up there. Lots of where we're south of Asheville.
Hey, you know who else has a farmers market? Fucking Auburn and Opelika. You don't have to go to North Carolina to go to a farmers market.
Yeah, but there's way more of them up there.
We've got like 5 here within 10 minutes of my house.
Well, I'm not going for the farmers market. Luckily, it's just a benefit.
Yeah.
All the breweries up there and everything, rivers.
Got breweries here, got rivers here. I'm just saying. I'm hearing excuses.
I think those rivers up there are probably less polluted because like he's gonna be like upstate a little bit. So
That's true.
Yeah,
you ain't got to worry about like Charlotte.
And you say breweries.
They're probably going to be
Resting Pulse and the other one. There's 2.
Yeah, there's
here
2 or 3.
Yeah, Opelika's got 2 of them like down the street from each other.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But in the mountains and everything, it's just man, I'm looking forward to it. I've always liked North Carolina.
I got you. I saw this video and made me think about you. It was the 1955 human versus Bigfoot wars.
What?
Because supposedly, like they called in like some Navy SEALs to like go in there and wipe out like a family of Bigfoots, like that were going around like killing people. I don't know, man. Like, it's
Is this presented as like a documentary, or is it?
Nah, this is like the least reputable person I could find on fucking Facebook reels, but he acts like it's all fact. I don't know.
That is hilarious. If you find it again, send it to me, or we'll have to search it when we're done here. All right, moving on. Ooh, okay, buttons. Fan mail. Not gonna miss that, Ari. I don't know if I can do it on the other when I go up there and have to zoom in, which we've got to talk about that as well. But anyways, actually, I just played it just again to annoy you because Marcus didn't send us anything this week, and I didn't get any other mail. So
Fucking socialist slacker.
I know, right? Well, so I guess his mom was using the computer this week. He had to share it with his neighbor.
He took his vacation from work, and they took his internet away.
No, he didn't have vacation yet.
No, they were making him take it.
Yeah, they were making him take
it. That was like 2-3 weeks ago.
Was that? I thought he went into like overtime shifts.
No, they made him take what was it, like 2 weeks off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they probably took his electricity and his internet too while
I
he
mean,
was on vacation.
seriously though, like all he did was like walk to the other side of Warsaw. Like it's like nothing else going on.
I guess I could share this. Not that anyone knows him, but he and his girlfriend, wife, whatever, they split up. So he's getting his own place. Oh. Yeah. So he's getting his own place and gonna. I mean, I don't know if it's a permanent thing or if it's a trial run kind of deal.
I will say this is a good thing about him living in like one of those like socialist countries because like the welfare works both ways over there for parents.
Wow.
I'm sorry to hear that because I sincerely do like Marcus.
Oh, I do too. I'm friends with her on Facebook, and I've spoken to her a few times when we FaceTime. So
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, you never know. Like people have.
She might try to slide my DMs.
People have a weird ability to get back together with like people they are toxic with.
Yeah, I don't think they're toxic. I don't know. I mean,
here's the thing: if you ever break up with somebody, like there's a reason you're breaking up.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Twitter DM group. If you want to join our conversation in real time, we're still on Twitter messing around with each other. That doesn't sound right. We're on Twitter messaging each other and mostly just sending.
I mean, there's like 6 of us, though.
Yeah.
And like the guy that joined like a couple weeks ago, like, he never like turned back up.
Yeah. I think he commented one time.
Yeah.
Is he still technically in the group?
He's still in the group. Or at least not that I've
makes
seen.
me think that somebody's just like going through like screenshotting like whatever the fuck we got going on, like probably like trying to blast us in like some super private,
creating
like,
a CIA
fucking
file.
Facebook
Yeah,
thing.
eventually we're going to get blasted from 6 people in a Twitter DM group posting silly memes all day.
Yeah.
and occasionally Marcus and what's his face arguing over socialism.
I do love it. Jeff is
Yeah.
Like, I think you know they're pregnant, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Sucker.
Yeah, he's part of the club now.
I know, right? Are y'all gonna try for another one, or do you know?
We're going back and forth about it right now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if we're gonna do it, we got to get on it.
It's fair. I think technically you got to get on it. I guess she can get on it too.
Well, Whitney has to let him first.
Well, yeah. Well, he's lazy, so Whitney would probably be the one having to get on it.
No, I mean, like, we don't know. Like, we're sort of like on that 50-50 route. It's like, because like Huck's been so perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I know. They lull you into a false sense of security.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, I don't, because they always say like the second one like is polar opposite of like your first one.
Really? Yeah, I've heard that.
I'm scared to death.
I don't blame you.
I mean, like, he is so good.
From what I understand, my sister-in-law just had one a couple of weeks ago, and he's a really good kid. Like, the first one they had didn't sleep well. I mean, still to this day, he wakes up every day at like 5 a.m., like on the dot. Saturday, Sunday, he's up at 5 a.m. and raring to go. This one sleeps all night,
See, like,
getting
that's the
fussy.
thing. Yeah.
So they had it opposite.
Mm-hmm. But see, like, Huck will wake up, but like he doesn't fuck with you. Like, he's in the middle of the bed, like you just wake up and like he's just watching ridiculousness on MTV.
Got it.
Not ideal, but I mean, it's like whatever I leave it on, like when I go to sleep. Like,
I'm gonna go over and tickle him one day, and he's gonna be like, like Peter Griffin, that girl. All right. Anyways, all right, y'all ready to move into the movie? Are you ready?
Ready to go.
All right. The Skulls, directed by Rob Cohen, starring Joshua Jackson, Paul Walker, Hill Harper, Leslie Bibb, Christopher McDonald, who is not here today, Steve Harris, William Peterson.
Wait, what?
The better looking Christopher McDonald.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
mean
The successful
You mean
one.
the real Christopher McDonald?
Yeah, the actual Christopher McDonald,
Shooter McGavin.
which was hard to get past. I think this is honestly the only other movie I've ever seen him in that I can recall. And I kept just being like, Shooter.
This had a great cast.
William Peterson and Craig T. Nelson. Released on March 21st, 2000. Budget of $15 million, which is $25.5 million in today's dollars. Box office haul of $58.8 million, which is $86.2 million. So,
Ooh, correction. This is not the only movie you've seen him in. Maybe the only thing you recognized him in.
yeah.
He was also in Grease 2.
Yeah, definitely did not see that.
I actually like that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen Grease.
Never saw
It's like a motorcycle version.
Really?
Yeah. He's in Thelma and Louise.
Might have seen that one, but I would have been
I have.
young.
But it's been a long time.
Yeah. Ratings. IMDb gives
He was
it a
in
5.
The Dukes of Hazzard.
The new one?
The 2007 one.
Really?
The fuck was he in that?
Probably somebody in the fucking bar, but I mean, he was in it. Counts.
Okay.
He was in Dirty Work.
Didn't see that.
Norm Macdonald.
I think I saw it one time.
That's the Saigon hooker that bit my nose off. No?
What?
Anyway.
Man.
Ratings. IMDb has it as God damn it. IMDb has it as a 5.6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 9%. Metacritic at 24%. Google users. Who wants to go first?
I'm going high. I'm going to go Google users have this at 74%.
Oh, fuck you.
What were you gonna say?
Did you listen to last week's episode?
Uh-huh.
I gotta give him credit. He was 1 point off last week.
It's where you got to price right that shit, though.
Was I over or was I under?
No, you were under by 1.
Fuck yeah.
It was like 86 and you said 85.
Fuck yeah.
I'm going to go 1%.
77.
All right, he wins.
Boom.
Well
Two in
done.
a row,
Two
baby.
in a row. Well done, sir. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I kind of want to read the thing about the titles, but there were actually no awards for this movie, so I'm not going to do that for you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're
And Marcus didn't know his research this week.
That's true. I didn't get to
Fucking
him.
slacker.
No, I didn't get to him. I think he might have asked, and I just didn't get to him. I was busy as shit trying to get everything ready.
It's easier just to blame him, so let us
That's
do
fair.
that.
Okay.
Problem is, if he's moving over there, I don't know if you have like access to like a radio flyer red wagon. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Tucker got it.
Took me a second. I thought you were talking about me, and I was like, what are you talking? What?
Jesus. All right.
Saying he's moving out all 6 of his books.
I mean, he can strap it to the back of his bike.
And I don't know.
Ring, ring, ring.
I'm guessing he doesn't get like the blanket, but like he can take like a pillow. So as he's dragging that, I mean, I see like the pillow just sort of like hanging off the back, and it's just sort of like dragging along the sidewalk.
And then it falls off and he doesn't find it.
Oh,
It's terrible.
he comes home and it's like a fucking rabid, like wild dog, like he's made it like his bed.
Jesus. All right, first time you saw the movie.
About the time it came out, probably.
Yeah, I saw it on video after I didn't see it in theaters, but I saw it on video. And, yeah, I can't remember exactly when.
Yeah.
It was before I came to Auburn.
Did I say when it came out? March 21st, 2000?
2000.
2000, yeah. So I'd never seen it before. This is the first time today.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very, very 2000s movie.
Yeah.
Super 2000s.
I will go that.
Yeah.
Well, this is coming. This movie came out when Joshua Jackson was kind of like I don't want to say the height of his popularity, but he was getting real well known because he was in Dawson's Creek.
Yep.
And actually, James Vanderbeek was considered for the role of. Is that in your trivia?
Trivia. It's
Whoops.
okay. No big deal.
Well, that's the problem with like another idiot like reading off Wikipedia at the same time.
I didn't read that on that.
What are you on? I can see the layout.
For the plot of the movie, you dipshit.
Well, I just want you to
It's all
know
good.
that the real Christopher was also in House Bunny,
I saw that
the
one.
Anna Faris one.
Yeah.
Yep, he was.
That
in
was terrible.
All right.
I'm just saying, like he's in some like fucking.
He was in House Arrest. I remember that movie.
Yeah, The Faculty,
I
like
don't remember that one.
House Arrest. It was
Dutch.
It was the one where the kids locked their parents in the basement because they were getting divorced.
Nope, don't remember that one.
God, that had a lot of people.
He was in Best of the Best 3. 3.
Sadly, I know I've seen that movie, but I
know.
don't remember him in
Oh.
that movie.
I don't
You
even
know
what
he's the
that
bad
is.
guy.
Huh?
You know he's the bad
He's
guy.
got to be the bad guy.
He ain't out there like fighting. Like
All right. Well, Tucker, why don't you move us into the plot of the movie?
Yeah. All right. So, Luke McNamara is a student aspiring to become a lawyer. An orphan townie who grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. He did well enough in school to attend college on a scholarship, where he is a champion rower.
did y'all know that Auburn has a secret society?
What?
Yeah, they have like a secret group. It's called the Spades. 100% true.
I've never heard of that.
Well, I mean, like it's for important people.
Oh, that's why I haven't heard about it.
Yeah, I've never heard. What? It's what?
The
Where was I?
Spades.
His best friends at college are his love interest Chloe and Will. Will is the coxswain of the Bulldog 8 rowing team, and Luke is the captain. Luke's friendship becomes strained when he is invited to join a secret society known as the Skulls. Luke passes the first part of the initiation process by stealing an artifact from a rival secret society. He does this with boxing prodigy Caleb Mandrake, who the Skulls declare his co-conspirator and soulmate. Is that?
Just showing them that
No.
it's a real thing.
Luke and Caleb are lectured in the secret ritual room by a senior skull who is standing in front of a wall with the word war engraved into it in huge capital letters. A senior skull explains that the skulls require their members to prove themselves in war. Luke has a falling out with Will over Luke becoming a skull.
Good Lord.
Yeah, well,
That's a lot of movie.
It is, so go.
Well, as far as the falling out thing goes, I thought, did I not understand that they both wanted to get into the Skulls?
No, it was just Luke was the only one that wanted to get into it because the Skulls would pay for his law school.
Right.
And they never, is this in your trivia where the school was based off of?
Yes. No.
It's based
Okay.
off Yale.
It's based.
It is
yeah.
based off of Yale. It's based off the Skull and Bones Secret
Right.
Society.
Yeah.
So Luke wanted to because he wanted to go to Harvard for law school and it was going to cost him like
45,000. Yeah.
per year or per semester.
Yeah.
And Will had no interest in it because I think from the way that movie made it sound, he was trying to become a journalist.
Yeah. I mean, I just, but the fact that he got in, and that Will turned on him so quickly, I just felt was a little
Did y'all find it
immature.
interesting that Will as the coxswain on that boat? Anyone find that a little far fetched?
I'm sure you have an angle at this, but I'm not.
I think I know what angle you're going, and I'm really, really scared right now.
I'm just saying I find it pretty implausible. Might be my triple Lindy.
God. I mean,
Okay.
he was the only black coxman. I'll give him that much.
Coxswain.
Coxon.
Sorry, I thought it was
Coxon.
coxman.
But there was another black
Yeah.
rower on the team. George was
Yeah.
Was that the one that jumped in?
he was
Yeah.
the one that
Yeah.
bailed. He was the one that broke his oarlock and bailed out.
Is that a thing that can happen, you think?
Absolutely.
It's a plastic. It's a piece of plastic.
No, I'm not talking about
I've seen them have to bail.
That's what I'm saying.
In a real race. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that really happens. It's
That's
not
pretty cool.
super common, but it does happen. And typically, when they bail out, you don't win.
Now, I've heard stories of like those rowers, like they're going so hard they'll shit themselves.
Never heard that.
Never heard that.
Yeah, like or make themselves. They're going so hard they like make themselves throw up or whatever. They just don't stop.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've worked out hard enough that I've puked before. It's not fun.
I will say it was very nice that boat was able to pick up like that one rower that jumped in because, they were on the scene pretty quickly and he looked like one of those Olympic swimmers that like
Cramped up or something?
No, like that year like that guy had to swim by himself because everybody else got DQ'd.
I don't remember that.
No idea what you're talking about.
All right. So it was the Olympics. First time this country had ever sent somebody. This is the cool runnings of fucking swimming, man. Like they sent one guy.
One guy.
And his heat, everybody false starts, gets DQ'd. He is the only one left. Motherfucker is swimming in this pool by himself. Slowest time ever in a heat.
Really?
And he
Ever.
advances to the next round.
And
because
I honestly thought for like 2 minutes like they were going to have to send somebody in as a lifeguard to fucking grab this guy because he was going to drown.
An Olympic swimmer.
Yes, 100% true.
I don't remember that.
I'll fucking.
No, I believe you. I mean,
like this is it's bad.
Can we talk about how the clothing they were wearing in this? Did y'all wear those super baggy jeans and baggy shirts when y'all were that age?
Hell yeah.
It
I didn't have Jinkos, but I mean they were
like they shopped at fucking Hot Topic or something.
all boot cut jeans.
Yeah,
And, yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
those aren't boot cut. Those are baggy.
Whatever.
Are you pulling the video up?
Oh, I certainly am. We're gonna fucking enjoy
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
Here, wait.
No,
You don't need the audio.
nah. We're just gonna enjoy it in private.
We're
All right, so we're gonna have to comment on this.
gonna have to comment on it because we're doing an audio podcast with no audio.
This is
I mean, it's one black guy swimming in a pool.
holy shit.
And wait till the end because
That was Sydney. That was
2000.
2000.
2000. And this is freestyle. And
he's
like,
not even fucking kicking.
That's
That's.
I mean, this is like I said. This is the cool runnings of like swimming because like.
I wish I could hear the commentary because I know that they're like struggling to make this exciting.
Oh no, they're talking about how brave he is. Like
I mean,
first time that country's ever sent like a swimmer,
what country was it? Do you remember?
like Equatorial Guinea or some shit.
Okay.
There's like 7 lanes and he's just one little guy.
Everybody else false
there's
started.
like
got
10.
got DQ'd. Yeah.
You're right. He looks a little
He looks like he's fixing to drown.
distressed.
Right.
And it's been a while since I've been a competitive swimmer, but I don't think you can grab the lane ropes. I think that's an automatic disqualification. He swam 100 meters
And
a minute 52. The world record's like 42 seconds.
Yeah. It's the slowest heat ever turned in for someone who completed the race.
Jesus.
wow.
Can we get back to the important thing? So, in your competitive swimming career, was it you running around in a Speedo, like trying to dive into the pond to get the golf balls before they fucking hit the bottom?
No, he was just trying to swim away from his uncle.
Did you have to wear a swimmer's cap?
Or were you just always this bald?
No, I did wear a swimmer cap because hair creates drag.
Did you use a
Wait.
Vienna sausage to stuff your swimsuit with to make it look bigger?
Wait. Did you wear a Speedo? Go ahead. You can answer.
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this for the family reunion / high school?
No, dickhead.
Well, I mean, like, this is a fair question. You were homeschooled. Like, you weren't really out on a team. Like, did your uncle just tell you it was for practice?
Jesus Christ.
It was a club team, but we still competed all over the state, so fuck you.
All over the state, as in, like, anywhere, like, the river, like, down there fucking runs to.
It was way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Ah.
Did you know that?
Hotter than a hoochie coochie, though.
What did y'all think of the Skulls branding their new members? Would y'all be able to stand there and take that?
I mean, it hurt
on the watch hand. Like it was right there on the
on the left wrist.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a weird. I actually told Ashley. Ashley watched this with me, and I was like, man, that's a shitty place to put a brand. Like you can't hide that. And then they put the watches. Like, okay.
Yeah, but imagine like having that raw fucking burnt ass skin and then put a watch right on top of
watch.
it. Yeah, but that's got to be that cold metal would have to feel pretty good on that.
Yeah, probably
for
would.
a minute.
For a minute until it warmed up.
Did y'all realize what kind of watch that was?
Mm-hmm. I got that too. Breitling old Navitimer.
Yep, I assumed it was an expensive watch.
Yeah.
Well, Breitling, when we were on our cruise, found a Breitling at a Diamonds Unlimited, and it wasn't the Navy timer. It was one of their aviation watches. It was like $7,000.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're not. I mean, they're not Rolex expensive, but they're not fucking cheap.
We haven't got there yet. I don't know. I mean, I still find it unlikely that they would take the kid that works in the cafeteria into the secret society.
Sort of like at Yale.
He's
like,
a rags to riches kind of story where he busted his ass, got accepted to Yale,
right,
in quotation marks, pays his own way with student loans, working jobs, becomes the captain of the rowing team, undefeated. I mean, that's the kind of drive and I guess effort, determination that a secret society would be looking for. Because what they said in the beginning of the movie about secret societies, 3 U.S. presidents have become one. I mean, they're talking about Skull and Bones, and they're talking about
Bush Jr. and Senior.
Bush and Senior, and I can't remember who the third one was.
I don't know. I know John Kerry was one too, which made that a very interesting election.
Yeah.
But
but Yale still denies Skull and Bones even exists.
Oh yeah.
Well, they can deny it all they want, but like I read something years and years ago. I know there's criteria for like who they recruit, and like one is like the editor of the school paper, and one was like the captain of the football team
as
members.
They're always going to recruit those people.
Yes, like whoever works their way into those positions, like 'cause it's a position of power
and influence.
Yep,
that's fair. Well, Will was the editor of the newspaper. Well, I don't know if he's the editor. He was
a journalist, a writer.
Journalist. I mean, he did something with a newspaper.
That's fair. You'd assume he'd be editor.
Yeah, especially if he's there at 3:00 in the morning.
But that's the thing. Like I thought at one point when they were walking back from the pub or whatever, and they were like, "Well, we got to be back by midnight for the phone." I thought he might be up for it too.
No, that was
I think that was
Luke saying that. He was like, "Not picked by midnight tonight, not in."
Yeah,
I feel like they didn't differentiate it like really well, but like.
That's what I was getting at.
I never, as many times as I've seen this movie, I have never been under the assumption that Will wanted to join the society, because he says if it's secret and elite, it can't be good. And he says that as they're walking past the Skull's house. So that one line right there makes me think he had no interest.
I guess I missed it then. Or it wasn't that clear to me.
Yeah, to me, I mean, it just open to interpretation. But when somebody says if it's secret and elite, can't be good, I would think they would have no interest.
Yeah, but I would totally be interested.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
No fucking shit. Sign me up. Like no $20,000 in my fucking ATM. Yep. I'll join one now.
We hadn't gotten there yet, but okay.
I don't give a shit.
I was going to make a comment about the cars later on anyways.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's see.
I don't know, like when they bring the women out for him, like how come like he gets like that? How come he gets that busted ass face Eastern European fucking cape woman?
You're the one wanting a Ukrainian wife.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah, they are hot. He said he wanted a Ukrainian wife, not a fucking.
Not one straight from Chernobyl.
So they talk about their
babushka
co-conspirator and their soulmate, and they have to do their little what was it?
Yeah, Senator Ames though, like he also had a poor background too. So
he did have a poor background.
Mm-hmm.
You and I are cut from the same cloth.
Hey, that was William Peterson, and he's been in a lot of shit, and I actually liked him a lot in this movie.
Yeah, that shitty accent though.
It was
like a South Carolina shit accent.
Weird Southern, fake, terrible Southern accent. Mm-hmm. Did we see Paul Walker's character before the initiative?
You had to see him before, because after he hit that tree, like Jesus. Fuck. Like, think about the parallel universe, man. Like, that's where he got, like, the fancy car before he became a cop, and then fucking, like, went undercover and died in the wreck.
But he was...
And then, like...
this, they list him as a boxing prodigy.
Yeah, and then, like, that hot chick, like, the one that Pacey's trying to finger bang. Like...
Leslie Bibb.
Yeah.
Leslie Bibb.
Like, like, she's an artist, like, and then, like, she has to take a job, like, as a waitress in New York City.
So what you're saying
before
is
she gets raped by Bradley Cooper.
Jesus. So these movies are in the same universe.
Oh yeah, I'm putting it all together, man. Like wheels are turning over
so
here.
This and
goddamn Shooter McGavin, man. Like after he left the tour and like he
what was that movie? That's
Midnight Meat Train.
Midnight Meat Train.
Yeah, and then Shooter McGavin.
After he left the tour, he goes to be the university provost at Yale.
That happened.
So Happy Gilmore,
Wait a minute,
the Skulls, and Midnight Meat Train are all in the same universe.
Plus Fast and Furious.
So you're telling me that cop killed Shooter McGavin?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, we jumped ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. It happened.
All right. We can get
Sandler verse. Everything's it's all combined.
All right. Luke strikes up a friendship with Caleb's father, Lytton Mandrake. Lytton is the current chairman of the Skulls and a federal court judge who is pushing for a position in the Supreme Court. Lytton and his partner, Senator Ames Leverett, take an interest in Luke. Will, who has researched the Skulls for some time, discovers their ritual room. Will gets caught in the room by Caleb, and in the ensuing struggle, he is knocked unconscious. Caleb is ordered to leave the room by his father, who then orders Skulls member and the university provost, Martin Lombard, to break Will's neck. The Skulls make it appear that Will hanged himself in his dorm room. Oh, they got that wrong. It's actually a newspaper room.
Yeah.
Man, they're giving away the ending there because you didn't really know that.
Yeah.
Until closer to the end.
Yeah. Well,
big reveal kind of shit.
Thank you, Wikipedia. Let's see. So they skipped over the part where they go to the island and they have to do the bow tie,
the initiation,
and
all that stuff.
There. Yeah. How big of a brick would you shit if you came back from an island where you've just gotten $20,000 in your bank account and you come back and
a hand job? Don't forget the hand job.
Oh, he got more than a hand job. He got more than a hand job.
I don't know, like that girl. Ugh. Ugh.
Her mouth worked.
Did it though? Probably not like it should. Unlike in Detroit where they had that mouth do contest.
Did you see that?
Yes. I've been like seeing that advertisement for like 2 weeks, man.
And why is it that Paul Walker got to live with two girls in that scene?
Because he's better looking?
Yeah.
How much of a boner did you get when Creed's Hire came on?
Oh, dude, that was so exciting for me. I was like, this is like the most 2000s movie of all time. I'm just sitting over there like jamming to it. Like, I don't give a fuck about what's going on the screen, man.
I'm going to admit this right now because I give you shit about it. And with you moving to North Carolina, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You have told me in the past that that you and Feldhouse, our friend John, have a secret love for Creed.
I'm glad that you just put his whole name out there.
Okay.
Anyway,
that you guys have a secret love for Creed, and y'all used to do the double shot or
Creed
double shot or whatever.
Like the time, like I'm going to take his name.
I know, right? I can delete it.
Yeah, it's Feldhouse, John Feldhouse.
Oh my god,
John Eric Feldhouse.
Funny how that's his brother's name.
Yeah, Eric is.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, but I actually don't hate Creed. At least their early stuff, their first couple albums.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it, garbage.
My Own Prison and Higher were not. That was the name of the second album, right? No, Human Clay.
I think Human Clay was the first one of My Own Prison. I don't remember now.
Anyway, the first two albums weren't terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, once they split off and Scott Stapp tried to do his own thing, and then they did Alter Bridge.
Yeah, Alter Bridge. That was the other band.
Yeah, it was all right, but it's just not the same. And Scott Stapp's fucking crazy, man.
God, he's tried to commit suicide a couple of times.
Yeah, it's not surprising. He had got divorced, was an alcoholic and all this other stuff.
I think he had a little booger sugar problem too.
Yeah, probably.
Just a little bump here and there.
But I mean, the music's fun. I don't know why. We really liked it, and people bitched about it, and so we decided to double down and do the Creed double shot of the day when we had a radio show together.
There you go. What about those Chris Crafts they were riding in across the water?
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Shit.
I was like, dude, I will again. Never mind the cars and the money, but just to ride in one of those, that'd be awesome.
What, a Chris Craft? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's I don't know who it is up on the lake here, Lake Martin. Somebody has like a 1960 something wood Chris Craft.
Oh yeah.
I see it out there a couple times a summer.
Yep.
And dude, it's
Alan Jackson used to have
awesome.
one.
Hell yeah.
When he had a lake house at Lake Martin.
I think he still does have a lake house at Martin.
Does he?
Yeah.
And I know he had a Chris Craft. Didn't he put on a concert there one time, like in the 90s?
Probably.
More than likely.
Sounds like something he would do.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I mean, he's from like Noonan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big country fan, but that would be pretty awesome.
He had some beggars.
Here's the thing. Okay, so when they come back and they all have when they come back from the island, the cars are there.
Right.
So the first car, the second car, it's like a Porsche, and then a Ferrari, and then the old Thunderbird that Luke gets.
Luke gets, yeah.
Yep, and then like a Mazda Miata, like that one.
And then
guy.
it's like a BMW. It's like a BMW Z3, and then it's like a Mazda Miata. It's like these are fucking wildly varying
Cars,
prices.
yeah.
You know, like a Porsche is nice, but if you give me a choice between a Porsche and a Ferrari, Ferrari's going to be.
Was that a Porsche?
The first one was, yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing: what does that matter? Like when you look at this movie, like they're only talking about like the story of like two of them. What about like the other like fucking guys? Like say there's like 8 of them that get initiated. What about like guys 7 and 8? Like what's their story? I want to know.
That's true. Yeah, we learned 2 guys' stories. There was nothing else told about any tertiary
other
characters.
ones. Yeah, I mean, like even like when they're going to like go steal the fucking weather vane.
It's just
They don't-
Paul, it's
it's
just Paul
just-
Walker
it's-
and
yeah.
Lucas
Literally
McNair.
those two.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, they were the only ones that took initiative and actually did anything. The
Like
other guys
jumping
were
across the moat.
Yeah, like jumping across the moat and picking the lock and actually climbing up on there. The rest of the guys, I guess, stayed down in the courtyard giving each other hand jobs or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So like they're all gonna get initiated, and when 2 of them do all the fucking work.
be lookouts. Good luck up there on the fucking roof.
Yeah, and they're all looking out from the same fucking spot.
Exactly.
They didn't even like fucking like surround the
So
building.
they were not Skull's material, is what you're getting at.
That's what I'm saying.
Worst lookouts ever. I read somewhere there's even a connection with like at Yale, like there's another society that's like the snake and
2
something
other
else.
ones.
It's like snake.
One's
snake-
like
But the snake is indicative of the other.
it's
Yeah,
like
and-
snake and stone. Is that what you said?
no,
or
like
snake.
one is like the wolf something, and then like the other one, it's the scroll and something.
and they're like the snake.
Something scroll.
It's got to be something snake though, because that's why they did the snake.
I think it's something scroll.
Well, here we go. Look it up. Look it up.
I'm looking. Hold on.
Okay, USA.
I saw something about it earlier, but I don't have it saved on my.
All right, let's
Page
see here.
I thought it was like snake and stone or
All
snake
right,
and
let's
something.
see here.
Snake and
History.
scroll, maybe. I don't know.
Fuck, there's the history of that one. Where's the
Awesome.
other ones? I know. All right, continue on. I'll find it.
Trying to think of what else. If I got anything else
The
to
wolf's head and the scroll and key.
wolf's head and the scroll key. So what? I thought
There was
that.
one about a snake, and I can't remember what it was.
I mean, it could still be like the symbol of the scroll and key. I mean,
yeah. So, you got initiated into a secret society. They give you a book of the rules, and they give you a key to get in the building.
They tell you not to lose it.
And they tell you, guard this shit with your life.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to leave it in your car?
No.
I mean, it's just... and that's another thing, where
well, he had to leave it in his car because he had hookers going through his fucking apartment. Like,
get a safe.
No. Well, I mean, he might have had hookers in his apartment, but the hookers were on the island.
Yeah. Well,
shit, you think those hookers didn't fucking follow him back?
Yeah, probably.
his dad's a federal court judge and a future Supreme Court nominee.
He's getting some.
Yeah.
Who cares? No, I mean, yeah, you put that shit up. You put that shit in your room, hidden
you
under
get a
your
safe.
bed. Yeah,
I
You
think what
get
y'all
it
talking
safe.
about is like book and snake.
that's
it. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that one's stupid.
It's a secret
Yeah,
society.
it's one of those stupid secret societies that we'll never
all right,
get
so
into.
looking at like money, like scroll and keys first, then wolf's head, then your stupid one, and then
Where's Skull and Bones?
Elizabethan Club and
it's first.
then fifth.
What's
Really?
fifth? Oh, Skull and
They're-
Bones is fifth
Wow.
as far as money.
Yeah.
What was the first one you said? I thought you said Skull and Bones first.
No, scroll and keys first.
Scroll and keys.
Scroll and Key. Okay.
What is that like net worth of members or?
Or
Let's
is
see.
that just the secret
7
society?
of Yale super elite secret societies ranked by wealth.
That's what the society is worth.
Yeah.
The society itself.
Probably the trust that
Yeah.
funds everything.
Yeah.
So one thing that they talked about when they were doing their little initiation in the I guess the Grand War Room or whatever was Senator Leverett makes a comment about the 322 members around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, interesting piece of trivia. 322 is a number that's very significant in the
Real Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones Society.
Mhm.
Was that in your trivia? If it wasn't,
No.
sorry.
No, it was not. Do you know why though? It's significant.
Because it's Order 322.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's what it fucking says. It's also known as the Order, Order 322, or the Brotherhood of Death.
All I read was that it was significant to Skull and Bones.
Yeah, I read that as well. So, do you think is it true with the Skull and Bones as it was in the Skulls that part of being in there, I guess, because of the wealth that they're expecting you to acquire through their, acquaintances, whatever, that you have to leave some to.
Yeah, it talks about it in the thing, like how you have to like give part of your money back to them.
A percentage.
Yeah, I mean that $20,000 doesn't like just gift itself. Over
Well, I
and
know.
over.
I'm just saying, but do you think they have to do that in real life, like in the real Skull and Bones?
Oh, I believe it. I mean, like if it puts you ahead,
Yeah.
like why would you not give it back?
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I mean, these kids are coming out of college with what you would assume would be zero debt and their grad school paid for, and
$100,000 checks.
120 because
Because they already got the 20
Caleb
first.
Luke got the $20,000 in his ATM.
Yep.
Do y'all think that they gave it to Mandrake? Do you think they gave him like 20 grand, or like is it just?
Probably. I mean, it seems like that's something that you can't give something to one and not the other. They all got cars. They all got hookers.
I mean, yeah, but he may not have needed. He wouldn't even know that $20,000 was fucking added.
It's probably true.
His dad wouldn't. He would. He's still a college kid.
I feel like Dad's giving him whatever he needs.
He's still a college kid.
Yeah, Dad's bankrolling. I mean,
What do you mean he's a college kid? Like that kid's never had to check like the money, like to make sure that he
Did
could
y'all
buy
see
a
the car
drink.
he was driving?
he's probably got an Amex Black.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the car he was driving at the beginning of the movie when they go watch the rowing race?
No,
The old Mustang convertible.
is that? Oh yeah, that's right. He pulls up
Yeah,
with the
pulls
girl.
up in that,
Yeah,
the three girls, and he hops up on the back of the driver's seat or whatever.
I can't see. Imagine it.
That's deep. All right.
just showing that he's an asshole.
Right. Stricken with grief over Will's death, Luke begins to suspect he was murdered by Caleb. Caleb also believes that he is guilty, suspecting Will died as a direct consequence of Caleb hitting him. Luke enlists his friends from childhood to help solve the mystery. With their help, Luke obtains the Skull's security tapes that prove Lombard committed the murder. In trying to convince Caleb of the truth, Luke realizes how scared Caleb is of his father. Before Luke can show the evidence to the police, the Skull's counsel, who knows Luke has the tapes, vote that he is no longer loyal. Ames Leverett is blackmailed into voting against Luke by Lytton Mandrake, who has pictures of him with his much younger mistress. When Luke goes to the
Jeez,
police,
popsicles afterwards.
the tape is switched by Detective Sparrow, and Luke is confined to a mental hospital.
I mean, I guess I believe that could happen, but it's still
Who doesn't like popsicles after having sex?
it's fair. Who don't like ice cream? Period. Really.
That's
Well,
fair.
I mean, you say popsicles. I don't know. I think I'd rather have some Bluebell over a popsicle.
It's true. Get one of the Bluebell fudge bars.
No, just vanilla Bluebell.
Man, those old fucking Mickey Mouse bars, dude,
Fuck yeah.
with the fucking Mickey face on it,
Hell yeah.
dude. If you know, you know.
I'm right there with you. Or a Klondike bar?
Yeah.
What wouldn't you do for a Klondike bar?
A lot, but there's some criminal shit I'd do for a taco.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of partial to the bomb pop myself.
Well, that's a popsicle, sir.
I know.
Tucker, where do you stand on like Steven and I doing like shrooms at my pool and you being there after?
As long as you don't tell me that you're doing them and I can't tell you're tripping.
That's the problem, man. That's the problem because when I start talking to dead people, like you're gonna have an idea something's up. I told you that story, right?
You have.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
You want to tell it again?
I don't know.
I don't know if you told it on the podcast.
I don't know if you
or not.
could tell. I don't know if you told it on the podcast.
I talked to two like dead Chinese college students the very first time I took mushrooms.
Were you alone?
No, well, sort of. Like I was at Whitney's apartment, which is right where Northcutt like knocked down like the apartments that the Chinese kids were like killed in,
Okay.
and then they built another one on top of it. So like I'm sitting there, like I had taken the shrooms at another friend's house, and we got home, and it's like, oh, the colors are vibrant, that's awesome. And then I'm sitting there. She went into the bedroom, and I'm sitting there, and there's a built-in entertainment center. And it fucking opens up, and I see the flames, and like it is the gates to hell. It's like fuck. And I look over, and I see like a bloody faced, like dead Chinese guy, and he's
Wait,
like,
now did you know you were tripping?
"Oh yeah, there was no mistaking it at that point."
But I mean, you were aware, like
Yeah.
this is not real.
Yeah,
but-
because like I'm telling myself that constantly, and then like he's telling me who killed him. Is like, man, I don't fucking know what to tell you, man. Like I
was he speaking English?
he's telling me in English, like, oh yeah, so and so did it. Like, cool. And I just get up and I go to the bedroom. Like, I can't handle this shit anymore. And Whitney's just fucking like sleeping, like there's no fucking like work to be done and taking care of me or anything. And
How dare she?
I know. And then like
Think that you might be an adult and be able to take care of yourself even after you took shrooms.
Yeah,
Did
so-
she know you did?
oh yeah,
Okay.
everyone there knew what happened because literally the guy whose house I was at, he was also a student, and like we were students together in like the education program. And he's now like a history teacher at a high school somewhere.
Jesus.
And yeah, went in
Do
there.
you still talk to John Thomas?
No, his name's Wesley.
Oh, okay.
And
What's is his last name Thomas? Wesley Thomas?
nope,
Wesley Smith.
nope. It's a fairly common name, but like not like super.
Wesley
like,
Adams.
Not like the first most common thing you'd think of. But anyway, so like I'm sitting there. I also came to the realization that we are alive on like 7 planes of existence. I could not tell you what the fuck they are.
Nice.
Like, and because I was literally telling Whitney, hey, it's okay if I die because I'm still alive on 6 other planes of existence.
Jesus Christ.
What was she saying? Like, okay.
Pretty much. You can ask her. Like she's pretty dismissive of it.
She's pretty dismissive of you in general.
That's fair.
She has to accept him a little bit more now because,
Kid.
Because of Hug.
Yeah.
I mean, she's. I'll tell you what, man. She's a trooper. She's been with me at like mostly lows in my life. Like,
Yeah, there hadn't really been a lot of highs.
She married
Except for
love.
that. That was a high, technically.
yeah. I mean,
she really did marry for love.
oh yeah, man. Like she's been with me, and like she is a trooper.
Did she ever do the 23andMe or whatever?
No, it's still sitting like in my nightstand.
She's scared to do it, isn't she?
She probably can't figure out the instructions. It's Polish in her.
It's the big Polish finger. She can't she can't unfold the paper out.
Jesus.
I mean, I call them fingers. They're more like clubs.
So the scene where Leverett and Mandrake are sitting in there, and Mandrake's basically pulling out blackmail photos. By this point, I think we've seen that's kind of indicative of how the entire Skulls secret society works.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing this at this point in the movie, that everybody's always looking for an angle, would you guys be interested in being in one?
Yep.
I mean, why not? We put all our shit out here.
I mean, here's the thing. Like these
It's fair.
are the most prominent guys like fighting for power, man. Like I want to be guy number like 321. Like just fucking just hanging out, just sitting back, getting my check. Like, yeah, I'll fucking cut you a check next month.
You'd be one of the guys sitting down there. You guys are clear.
Yeah.
You were goddamn right. I'm not tumbling off, breaking my neck with a fucking weather vane.
Hey, what do they call the guy that comes in last place in at med school? Doctor.
There you go.
He's like, no, I'm number 322. I'm a skull though. I'm still a skull.
That's right.
What about you? Would you do it?
Hell yeah. The benefits way outweigh the risk of that.
Even if your friend was murdered?
I mean,
to be fair, it could have been like
Which
a
friend?
drug deal gone bad. We don't know for sure.
So we were riding around yesterday in the boat, and we went past Peanut Point going towards the river, right? Going towards the 280 bridge. And we passed this house, and it's a little inside, but for those of you that have been to Lake Martin or any real nice lake, you know what I'm talking about. There's some fucking multi-million-dollar houses out there.
Mm-hmm.
So on the boat was me, Courtney, and Casey and Joe, and of course Bailey was with us, my dog. And we ride past his house, and we're talking about how nice it is. And I made the comment that I would drown anyone on that boat with the exception of Bailey to have that house.
I'm glad we know where you draw the line.
Amazingly, Courtney got pissed.
No shit. I was going to say, did your wife hit you after that? Because that sounds like a hittable offense.
The best thing is he told someone who is an attorney that he would drown them for that house. I thought about texting him the other day, just saying, what's up?
He actually jumped in the lake with his phone in his pocket and forgot about it for like 2 hours. So I bet you that damn thing's ruined.
Ooh. What kind of phone was it?
It's an Android, so
Yeah, it was a
I'm
piece of
trying
shit
to
anyways.
talk him into
Paperweight.
getting an iPhone.
How's that going for you?
About like talking to Chris. You know, they're both old. They like
Yeah.
simple things.
That's fair. Tell him he just needs to go back to a rotary phone.
Take you 2 hours to make a long distance phone call, and you can't text on
You
a rotary
can't text
phone.
on a rotary phone. That's fair.
But yeah, so you would do it. You would do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Would you?
Fuck yeah. Somebody's got to pay for me to run for Sheriff Stokes.
That's fair.
Would you do shrooms
No.
for $1 million?
No.
Really?
Nope.
Why?
Because he has to say that publicly. Because he's nodding his head right now.
That's fair.
I am not nodding my head.
Why the fuck are you winking? Like, what's in your eye?
I'm going to be sheriff. I can't condone this sort of activity.
But then when it becomes legalized,
It's not. The shrooms will never be legal in Alabama.
Here's the problem. You're making this big deal about wanting to follow the laws and everything, but I swear, not more than like 3 days ago, you were talking about how you got all that money out of evidence.
Dude, no, don't even fucking joke about that.
What, has something gone missing?
Because we get federally audited.
Well, then what the fuck you got to worry about? Like,
Because it's not funny. Because somebody can hear this and call in and go, "Hey, they were talking about how stealing money off of the."
well, I never said your name.
It's
yeah.
on the fucking Apple podcast list.
actually our last names aren't.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Good. Not to mention, I mean, like, don't you worry. Our federal agents are listening right now. Like, they don't give two fucks. Mine's lazy.
knee.
I picked a scab. Sorry.
Yeah, mine's lazy as shit. Like, he's like the worst fairy godmother ever.
Who is?
My fucking agent that's assigned to me. The one that listens to my conversations.
Listen to your conversations?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've never heard from mine. They're probably pretty bored.
Yeah.
All right.
Jerking off in the bathroom again.
Like, oh, you know, like we got like the ones that are like fuck ups. Like,
They're definitely also not in the skulls.
oh yeah, mine's not.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but
Yeah, that's all right.
all right.
Better
So
than having the gay one.
I'm okay with that one.
with the help of Ames,
Well,
and
they have
Chloe,
access to your cameras too, man. Like he's probably watching you right now.
With the help
Imagine
of
like
Ames
trying
and
to
Chloe,
like tune in to watch him rub one out, and all you see is like
escapes
that
the
face.
hospital, and he and Chloe survive an attempt on his life by Martin Lombard, who is then shot and killed by Detective Sparrow, who is also working for Ames Leverett. Luke decides that his only option is to fight the Skulls by their own rules and bring war to them. He challenges Caleb to a duel at the Skulls' private island by invoking Rule 119. Lytton tries to take his son's place in the duel, but is denied the opportunity due to another Skull rule. After Luke and Caleb take their 10 paces and turn around, Luke then drops his gun and tries convincing Caleb of the truth and that he is not responsible for Will's murder. Despite being pressured by Lytton to kill Luke, Caleb cannot bring himself to pull the trigger. Lytton grabs a pistol and attempts to shoot Luke, but before he can fire, Caleb shoots his father. Mortified at what he has done, Caleb tries to kill himself, but is stopped by Luke. All right, so I want to talk about, they left the whole car chase scene out of here with Lombard's Jeep and the Ford Taurus. I get, we watch the movie, whatever. The movie's 22 years old. If you haven't seen it, I don't really care if I'm spoiling it for you at this point.
Fair.
So this is one of the things about car chases that pisses me off in all of the movies. It is incredibly easy to pit a vehicle
Yeah.
just by tapping the rear bumper, getting alongside of them, tapping the rear bumper, and accelerating through it. You can pit any vehicle.
I didn't
that
know the
way.
acceleration part. I knew that you had to.
you accelerate through it.
Oh, okay. Makes
Next
sense.
time somebody cuts me off in traffic, I'm gonna fucking pit them.
Definitely. I've thought about it.
I have thought about it too.
You
That's why I don't carry a weapon.
get up alongside of them, your front bumper makes contact right around the
Quarter panel.
Back
yeah,
corner
back
panel.
quarter panel and accelerate through.
But you got to turn into them too, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have to come over into them,
Yeah.
but you don't tap them and then hit the brakes.
Have you ever done this?
No, we don't have a pit policy where I work.
Really?
We use spike strips, and I think the only ones around here that can do it's the troopers, the state.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I mean, life or death situation, you can
You
like
could
Christian,
pit if you had to.
If they're fucking shooting at you, yeah, pit.
All bets are off.
Yeah, that's deadly force at that point. But yeah, we don't have a pit policy yet. We may get the problem with the pit maneuver, especially inside the city limits, is
Man, if they lose control, like in somebody's living room.
From a legal standpoint, once the law enforcement officer makes contact with the suspect's car, they become vicariously responsible, but they become responsible for everywhere that car goes after that.
Really?
Yep.
Even if it doesn't work.
So if it doesn't work and they get back out on the road, then it's that's fine. But like, let's say they pit them and
They end up in someone's living room.
living room, or the car strikes a pedestrian or whatever. That officer is responsible for that.
Oh no, we go one of the crackheads from Opelika.
It's just like every round you fire from your gun, you're responsible for where that bullet goes, even if it doesn't hit your target. Whether you meant for it to go through somebody's house or not.
What if it did hit your target and like goes through him?
You
Like
still-
what if you shot Joe Blow the crackhead and like it
You
goes
were-
through his hand and like hits like a kid like 3 blocks away?
You should have known what your backdrop was before you shot. because you're responsible for where that round goes.
Technically, the backdrop's infinite then.
You're responsible for where that round goes.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
so
I mean,
that's
it's one thing if he's in front of a brick building, or if he's in a parking lot.
Right. Crowded parking lot versus an alleyway at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I saw a video the other
One
day.
would argue someone's more dangerous in the parking lot than they are in the alleyway.
Yeah, but in the
Again,
alleyway,
you have to know what your backdrop is before
you
you
got-
start popping rounds off.
fewer sight lines. I saw a video the other day. I guess it was a woman recording this guy walking up and down the street, and he's got a gun, and all these cops are bearing down on him. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even see why, but they once one guy opened fire, and then the rest of them dropped him. But I'm sitting here watching it like she's recording in her car, and they're all like, the guys in front of her and the cops are coming like at her to the guy, and I'm sitting there going, that is not a good place to be.
Nope.
Like, my ass would have gotten out and run away. But
Yeah, I think you're talking about what happened. I think it was in like Ohio.
yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. There's a lot the media's not telling about that, like the fact that he fired at officers during the initial chase.
Yeah.
They found a gun in the car.
Oh, I'm not saying anything bad that they
After
did. I'm not saying
after they
they
ran. I know, I get it, but after he bails and runs off, when the officers go to basically corner him, he reaches for his waistband.
This I think it might be a different one then, because this one he had a gun visible like in his.
Then this is a different one.
Yeah. Which I hate that we have so many of these, but
Stupid game, stupid prizes.
I guess so. Speaking of stupid, though, I mean, again, I wonder if Skull and Bones in real life, like if they actually do have something like this, where you could say rule 34. We have to have a duel. I mean, I get maybe originally.
I'd take place in a duel. I loved how they used the old dueling pistols, though,
Yeah.
like the old muzzle load dueling pistols.
I think one of them looked like a damn double-barreled sawed-off shotgun, like the short one.
Yeah.
Well, see, like the problem is like, granted, like my fraternity is very different than like one of these secret societies, but like there's a book and yeah, there are rules, but then like you have bylaws passed literally every week, and like most of them are like stupid things, but haha, somebody transitively like sucked somebody else's dick when they kissed so and so on the mouth.
So what you're saying is you kept track of Eskimo brothers.
Oh yeah, I mean like we literally had like story time.
Jesus.
Like if there was at the end of like every weekly meeting, like if there was something interesting, like you got the floor.
You had weekly meetings?
Yeah.
All right.
called chapter.
I was never in a fraternity.
Yeah, chapter. I forgot about that.
I knew sororities had chapter. I didn't realize fraternities
Yeah,
did
fraternities
too.
do too.
What happened if you missed?
Depending, like if it was formal chapter, you got fined
Like
Check the
how
word.
much? Like how much?
like $100.
Fuck that.
And you're already paying too.
Exactly. So if you miss formal chapter because you're working or you having to study for a test or something,
I
you
mean,
get
like
fined.
you know what your schedule is ahead of time. Like I mean, like at the beginning of the semester, the only place you ever worked, they'd be like, "Hey, when are you not available?" I'm not available on fucking Wednesdays at 5:00.
Yeah, but if you work in a fucking restaurant and they say, "Hey, you're working Wednesday at 5:00,"
Well, then you fucking tell somebody. It's not the end of the world. I mean, like,
I think if you have a good excuse, you could probably miss.
yeah,
no.
Hey, I've got class Wednesday at 5. Like, sorry,
yeah. Like you wouldn't sign up. Like,
just don't sign up for class Wednesday at 5
yeah,
in the future.
yep.
A little poetic justice that Caleb shot his dad in
Yeah,
this.
symbolic that he's
Finally standing up to him.
kind of moving beyond him. Of course, now you got to wonder what the legal ramifications are, because he got shot with a fucking.
They'd cover that
They
up.
had a doctor out there. He was one of the skulls, and their rules supersede those of the outside world. Remember, that's what Leverett said.
But-
Yeah, they're going to cover that up. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
This whole thing was a long con by Leverett so that he would take over the skulls and that Mandrake didn't get on the Supreme Court.
See, I don't know, like, what you'd have against Mandrake making the Supreme Court. I mean, like, I would want my soulmate to be as successful as possible.
Ride those coattails.
Dude, I'm guy 321. I'm barely hanging on.
by a thread.
Telling you.
I don't know. I mean, it's.
I mean, you're a U.S. senator, for God's sake. You can't get much more successful unless you're the president.
Well, he probably could do that too.
I mean, we've had 2 presidents that were,
3.
at least.
3, apparently. Now, it's funny, though, when you think. When was Bush Senior, 2001 or 2000?
Bush Senior?
No, I mean Junior. Sorry.
2000 to 2008.
So this came out in 2000.
This came out in 2000.
I wonder if he had. So it was shot in at least 98 or 99.
Probably 99.
So it would have been in the run up to his election, correct?
When was it released?
2000,
All right, y'all want to guess the three presidents?
The election would have been in 99.
99.
So,
You want to guess all three presidents?
well, we had both the Bushes.
Right.
But again, this was shot before.
Hang on.
Who's number three?
It's going to be an older president.
Yup.
I'm going to go with Eisenhower.
No.
Hold on, let me think. Garfield.
Taft.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. All right.
Which one was he?
William Howard Taft.
I know the name. I didn't know the middle name.
Okay, so apparently the 322 means it's significant because it refers to year 322 BCE, which was the death of the Greek orator Demosthenes.
I'll go with it.
Sure.
It's a turning point in transformation of ancient Athens to democracy, from democracy to plutocracy.
Okay.
There you go.
What did you think of the answer that he gave at the very beginning of the movie when it was, is America was it a shit? Was it merit based or was it class based? Was basically the argument. And he said, I think it's both. With wealth comes privilege, and with privilege comes class or whatever.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
There you go. Oh my God.
It's a good answer though.
No, it is a good answer.
Luke realizes that Senator Leverett manipulated Luke and the others to bring about Litton's downfall. Luke becomes disgusted with the Skulls and refuses to participate further, despite Leverett telling him that he will be tracked down and that the Skulls will accept him because he has proven himself in war. As Luke walks away, Leverett says to himself, "Well done, son. Well done."
So do you think he's actually out or no?
I think you're never truly out.
No.
Yeah, it's like the CIA. You're never truly out.
No. I mean, I completely agree.
I mean, I think at Thanksgiving, like he's gonna be fucking hanging out with like the senator.
Yeah, he's not going to be hanging out with the Mandrakes.
No.
Well, I mean, he could be hanging out with
Caleb. Yeah, maybe Caleb.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, if he cut the head off the snake, so I mean, you think it? I mean, it's not going to ever be perfect. I mean, there's still going to be secrets and stuff, and probably blackmail and whatnot. But at least kind of avenge his friend's death, I guess.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, they covered it up.
Yeah.
Well, they murdered him.
I think some
and
people
covered it
could
up.
say like the friend sort of brought it on himself with his own criminal negligence.
A little bit.
He was, but
I mean, here's my thing: who thinks they're gonna like fucking break into like a secret society and like fucking
not have any
Fine.
consequences for it.
yeah?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think he should have died.
I mean, he was trying to be an investigative journalist. I get what he was trying to do. I'm not
Yes,
saying
but
that
you
it was
realize
right.
like there's still journalistic ethics, like
There are
committing
but,
those crimes to break in there.
But you can make the same argument that Project Veritas is doing the same kind of stuff.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about on that one.
Project Veritas, Google them.
No.
They do a lot of exposés where they get like people on the inside to take hidden like cameras.
Yeah, it's one thing like if you violate your own ethics, but like for the journalist to violate the ethical boundaries.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, never mind breaking into the car and then breaking into. It'd be one thing if someone gave him a key.
He basically just committed 2 felonies.
Yeah.
And Luke probably
B&Es.
would have fucking taken him in there.
No, he wouldn't.
I bet Luke would have.
No, he wouldn't.
I bet he would have.
No, he was too not gung ho, but I guess committed when they first started. He wouldn't have broken that trust. Not that early. Maybe 20 years later, when the I guess newness had worn off a little bit. That
Yeah.
new car smell was gone.
Yeah.
I think somewhere along the way, as soon as like Caleb like fucked him over, like he'd be like, "Yep, fuck you."
I don't think that Caleb would have done that.
Caleb-
Not initially.
Yeah. I don't know. He seems.
Caleb fucking him over would have come down the road like what happened with Mandrake and Leverett.
I think their bond was so strong initially with that
The snake thing?
but his dad still had control over him, and that's why he kind of turned on him.
Yeah.
But I think with him shooting his dad's not gonna have that control over him, and I think he respects what Luke did.
Wait. The dad or respects him or Caleb
No,
respects
Caleb.
him? Okay.
Caleb.
I was like, because it seems like the dad and the son are going to, Litton and Caleb are going to hate each other from that day forward.
Yeah.
That's not really something you can get past.
Yeah.
You didn't scuff up their shoes.
Well, I mean, you're trying to do your best for your kids, and I mean, would I kill someone else for my kid? Sure, of course, absolutely, no questions.
Would you cover it up?
If I could, yeah, because I don't want to go to jail.
Well, not only that,
Too
but
pretty
I
for
mean,
jail.
Like there are stories about like how there was a guy who like raped and murdered a woman. Like the dad fucking helped like hide the body. Had nothing to do with the murder or anything. Just like, yep, that's my kid. I'm gonna fucking do it.
Or have you seen? You remember that thing in the '80s where that guy kidnapped that little boy, raped him, and then the dad shot him in the head at the airport?
Oh, I fucking
And
love
he
that
got
video.
zero jail time for
Hell
it, too.
yeah!
Doesn't deserve any jail time.
Hell
for
no.
it.
I think he pled guilty to felonies, but he did.
He did, but the jury
Wouldn't.
wouldn't sentence him or whatever.
Yeah, the jury didn't give him any time.
And then there was another one I read where a dad caught someone like raping his daughter, and I think he beat him to death.
Did you ever see that
okay
movie,
with that.
Last House on the Left?
No.
Man, that one scarred me for life. Like the old
The
John
ori-
Carpenter one. Yeah.
No, it was Wes Craven.
All right, Wes Craven, the old Wes Craven one.
Well, they remade it.
Yeah. The remake was not as scary as the first
No,
one.
the original one was done like 1980, and it had for the time, even to this day, it had
Part of the reason is because I live on the last house on the left. So
fair, but it had a pretty brutal rape
Yeah.
scene in it, and the new
I've
one
heard.
did, and the new one did too. But towards the end, again, old movie. I don't give a shit if you've seen it, but the main bad guy, the dad like knocks him out with some. He's a doctor, knocks him out with some sort of medicine syringe full of
Yeah.
something. Then takes the door off a microwave, jimmies the mechanism so that the microwave thinks the door's closed.
Nice.
And sticks the dude's head in there.
fuck yeah. Was
I
he
mean-
awake?
Yeah, he was like paralyzed from the neck down, but he was awake.
Oh, well done. I like it. Yeah, yeah. If I ever heard someone touch my daughter, it would be very,
Game on.
yeah. Like I'm not a big guy, but no, that's just I go berserk.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. I get it.
All right,
Well, that's it for the movie.
cool. All right, well, we'll move into top 5 trivia, Triple Lindy, and then our ratings and reviews. All right, number 1, the Skull and Bone Society, which the movie is based, actually gives out watches to each class of skulls, though not necessarily the whole branding ceremony. After the movie was filmed, Joshua Jackson acquired one of the actual watches and gave it to director Rob Cohen. Pretty cool.
I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know what they use, but you know, the wristwatch that each member of the skull is given is a Breitling old Navitimer. Retails for anywhere between $2,800 and $7,500. Or I mean, when I googled it, that's what the price range I saw.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So Joshua Jackson was considered for the role of Mox in Varsity Blues, which was played by James Vanderbeek, and then 1 year later, James Vanderbeek was considered for the role of Luke, which went to Joshua Jackson, and they both played on Dawson's Creek.
Mm-hmm.
So, this film is included on film critic Roger Ebert's "quote-unquote" most hated list.
I read that too.
I can see that being like a money grab to him. Like,
Yeah,
Well, so the director, Rob Cohen, actually said about it. It's kind of long, but you can read it. It's actually on Wikipedia, so don't give me shit about it, Trey. But he basically says that people didn't understand the movie, and he was trying to tell the story of George Sr. and George W. Bush.
yeah,
And I think it's a fun movie.
yeah. I guess that
that's
makes
interesting though. Like if you think of it in that context.
yeah, because the dad's always bailing the son out and kind of picking his path.
Or sort of like pushing him into something.
Yeah. Number 5, when the skull members are heading to the island, the castle in the background is Singer Castle on Dark Island. The island that the Skull and Bone Society owns is called Deer Island. Both islands are on the Thousand Island of the St. Lawrence River.
Y'all think Jeb Bush was a member of the Skull and Bones?
Probably.
Did he go to Yale?
I would assume.
I would assume
Is-
so.
I mean, if your dad,
Jeb and George, they're brothers.
Cause,
So.
Yeah, because think about Senior. Like he was like the head of the CIA for a minute, then vice president, and I would assume.
He had a run. All right, Triple Lindy.
The Triple Lindy. Triple Lindy.
Is that hard?
That's impossible.
He did not go to Yale.
He went to Texas.
Well, he went to Phillips Academy in Andover, Massachusetts, and the University of Texas at Austin.
Well, there you go. You can tell which one's the favorite son.
That what that means? Junior must have really fucked up bad up there, and like Dad's just like, nah, I ain't sending your brother over there now.
There's no way he's getting in after the shit you did.
Pretty much. And that.
Hey, Dad, we're gonna have us some fun. Q.
All right, Triple Lindy. Who wants
Triple
to go
Lindy.
first?
Trey, you want to go first?
I know.
Yeah.
Trey's Triple Lindy is there's no women in the secret society, and that is some sexist bullshit because Trey is not a sexist person.
Oh, that's 100% not ever going to be it. It's gonna be like old Will being the coxswain. Like, I feel like to be in charge of like the boat, you got to fucking row on the boat.
Okay.
His job is to call out the pace and everything.
Right,
That's-
but I feel like you have to work your way up to that. You don't just like fucking jump in there.
you
and
don't
just
think
get to
that
be
he
like the
worked
mouse.
his way. You see him in one race. You don't think there were
Nope.
dozens of others that he competed in as
Nope.
a rower?
Nope, I don't think he did
Why?
because of his slight build. You know, rowing is a big man sport.
Joshua Jackson's not huge.
Did you ever see the fucking Winklevosses?
The one.
The Winklevosses? Please tell me y'all have seen like the Social
No,
Network.
I've never seen either one of you naked.
Yeah, I'm 6'5", 220, and there's two of me.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
I hadn't seen it.
The guys that actually created Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't seen it.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, if they help create Facebook, then they can get ass cancer too.
Jesus. All right, Tucker, what's your triple Indy?
I want to go with the pit maneuver because we've already discussed it, but I'm going to go with something a little different.
Okay.
Standing there and taking that branding without screaming, or at least saying something.
No, that can be done.
Oh, let's go brand you and find out.
See that spot right there? Put a cigarette out. Like, just let it sit there and fucking burn.
That's a little different.
No, it's not.
Yes, the fuck it is.
Hey, you ever see those fucking Omegas, dude? Like, all those fucking basketball players at the university? Guarantee you.
Let's go brand you.
Guarantee you that fucking Franklin Williams took his with a fucking smile on his face.
I don't know. I think you're going to at least.
Man, you don't mess with the governor.
I think you're going to at least go "Argh," or something instead of just standing there taking it.
No, you just exhale.
That's a lot of exhaling.
Yeah, that's a lot of exhaling
a
because
lot
that
of-
pain's not going to go away for a while. And they held it there for a while too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, about a good like 3 to 5 seconds.
Did you ever see what was that Jackass where they branded what's his face's ass?
Yeah, he screamed, didn't he?
Dude, he like it literally went like this, and he jumped and took off, and like then it got infected and stuff like that.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Well, that's Bam Margera though, and like let's be honest, he's not like the toughest of the group. I think Knoxville
fair.
would have taken the fucking branding and fucking just been quiet.
Yeah, he did stand there and get the claymore shot at the rubber ball claymore shot at him.
I don't remember that one. Have y'all seen the new one?
yeah.
Have y'all
No,
seen
not
the
the
new
new
one?
one.
Forever? I hadn't either. I want to though. I mean,
I think they put like a woman in it, so like I'm out.
Jesus.
Oh
All
man.
right, what's yours?
Gosh, I don't know. I you know, it's kind of difficult because I just
About as difficult as Tucker getting in that Speedo.
I'm gonna go with just. This sounds kind of dumb, but I just don't. I mean, I'm sure it could be done, but I think the triple Indy for me, just to kind of be a little bit different, because I agree with you on the branding thing. Just having $20,000 just in your account, like I get that giving them checks, but they actually just because you have to have like the account number, and you know you can't just
Really?
As many people as they
The most
have,
powerful men in the world
Yeah.
just need your fucking account number to
They
put money
can
in.
get your account number.
That's fair.
That's yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weak.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a second to rethink that.
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't know, because like I don't know. I get that this is kind of based on a real thing,
Sort of.
but it's just I don't know. It's it's hard.
I'd say loosely based. The
yeah.
inspiration
Yeah.
for.
Crap. I'm gonna have to. I'll do the branding thing because I agree. I mean that would hurt. Like I've gotten burned and it is
That
not
would hurt
feel
like
good.
a motherfucker.
I think if you know that it's coming, it's a whole lot easier than not. Like when we put that cigarette like in between our arms, like you know it's gonna hurt.
Oh, you did that game?
Mhm.
Oh. Did you win?
I mean, like the cigarette literally went.
Does
out.
it look like he won? Look at his fucking arm.
I mean, it was there for a good while.
Nobody wins that game.
Yeah, that's not a fun game. I never played that game.
Never been stupid enough to play that game.
All right, rating and review.
Trey, go
whatever you
ahead.
want. Trey?
I'm gonna give it 2 beers. Like I'll always watch it. It's slightly better than average.
Okay.
Yeah.
That all you're going with?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, but I do like my whole universe I put together because
That was pretty good.
I'll give you
I'll
credit
give you
for
that was pretty good.
And I guess Craig T. Nelson became
the football coach at Minnesota.
and before that he had a bar.
Bar.
Or he went to he was in Cheers, wasn't he? Wasn't Craig T. Nelson in
No,
Coach.
He was in
Coach, that's right,
Coach, yeah.
Coach.
coach at Minnesota State University.
There you go.
There you
So
go.
he was the coach, then he became a federal judge.
Yeah, or maybe you retired from being a judge and just went to coach afterwards.
Yeah,
No, coach was before this.
Well, yeah, but
So he was a coach and worked his way up to
he
federal
put
judge.
he did his way through school. It's fine.
there you go. Yeah, okay, yeah. Put himself through law school at Minnesota State,
That's right.
even though he's a skull and bones at Yale.
I mean, you know,
Maybe it is masters at Yale.
there was some scandal.
All right, Steven, what about you, buddy?
I'd never seen this. I don't, you know, I didn't have the feelings towards it. The characters were shallow. I thought it was kind of boring, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm glad that What's Her Face was in it, Leslie Bibb. 'Cause she's nice to look at, so that was okay. But other than that, I don't know. Just these guys are so powerful. If they wanted to stop him, they could have stopped him so much easier, you know. And I don't ever intend on watching it again. I'm going to give it 4. I just don't. I didn't like it.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't think it was that great.
I think it's because you don't have that connection to it. I think if you had seen it when they come out, like you'd be like, it's stupid, but yeah.
About to go to college and all that stuff, I get that. But yeah, no, I mean, plus, I mean, here's the thing. I do agree that I would be in the secret society, but I also think stuff like that is stupid. Like, I never did fraternities. I almost joined a fraternity one time, and I didn't.
What'd you almost join?
TKE, when they were coming back on campus.
Yeah, that was a dumpster fire and a half. I think you dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, so for me, I do have... this movie is a guilty pleasure. It is pretty shallow, but it's also kind of interesting because I think the majority of people... I had no idea what a secret society was before I watched this movie, and it made me want to learn more about it. Granted, I would never go to Yale or Harvard or anything like that because I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Barely had Auburn money. But I thought it was an interesting movie. I thought the premise was very interesting, and the cast was good. I mean, like we said, we've already talked about it. I'm not going to read them all over again, but the cast was fun to watch. I'm with Trey, man. This is a 2-beer movie. I'll watch it again. I actually think I own this movie. The sequels sucked, though.
I can believe it.
Probably about like the first one, let's be honest. Like, the first one is just nostalgic.
It's fair.
Yeah, I've rounded up because of that.
I told Asher what we were watching, and she was like, I'll search for it. She's like, there's 3 of them. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, there's 3 movies. I was like, well, we're just watching the first one.
Right. The sequels.
Don't start with a sequel.
The sequels sucked. But if you add up all the scores, comes out to a total of 8, divided by 3 is a 2.67. Means this is basically an average movie.
Probably slightly below. Thanks, Steven.
It wasn't that good.
It's not. I mean, like, there's like no character development. Like we talked about, like, I want to know like guys 7 and 8 in that class.
I completely agree. I mean, there's just no. It was, you have the core people, and it's just this. It's just a freight train that just barrels through stuff.
It really does.
Yeah.
You're 100%.
There's no finesse.
There's no finesse, and you would think that with being that powerful and that elite, there would be some finessing there.
So,
although you do get a sense of that. I mean, they beat you over the head with the fact that they like to blackmail and keep tabs on everybody and everything, but you get a little bit of
the bugs in the room.
You get a little bit of that finesse with Mandrake and Leverett when he's blackmailing.
With the photos and everything like that. But then you also kind of see it when you see the ultimate plan at the end, with the senator wanted to ultimately get that guy gone.
Yeah.
So, but it was all behind the scenes for the whole time. You didn't know that was the end game until the end.
It was a long con. It's like watching The Usual Suspects.
I guess so.
That's a good movie.
The Kaiser Soze at the end.
I honestly hadn't seen it in 25 years.
Spacey's leaving the police station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happens.
He is Kaiser Soze.
He is Kaiser Soze,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
Was convinced in the world he didn't exist.
It's a fucking great movie.
It's a great
I
quote.
literally have. I think I saw it one time in high school.
Oh my
and
God.
once is enough.
No,
to memorize that quote. Like
that's true. That is true.
That is
true. But that is a movie that I'm not going to say it is infinitely rewatchable, but it's worth, I'd say, 3 or 4 watches because you pick up on shit you didn't pick up the first time around.
Fair.
Now, once you get the big reveal that Kevin Spacey is Kaiser Soze, a lot more of the movie makes sense. Mm-hmm. Especially the second and third time you watch, it's like, oh yeah, now I see it.
All right, so next week it's my pick.
Wait, when is it my pick? I just got fucking jumped.
How'd you get jumped?
I feel like I got jumped.
We went him, and then we did the...
You didn't go him and him because him hasn't been here for 2 weeks.
Well, that's probably part of the reason.
That's probably part of the reason.
God damn it. I got one. It's a bang up winner of a movie. I was telling you about it earlier.
No, tell Steven if he agrees with it.
Has one,
if he agrees with it, then he's fucking leaving next week.
I know.
I'll be here next week.
Oh, well, in 2 weeks.
It's all right. You can have it. I'll let you have it.
Tell him.
It's Balls Out. Gary the tennis coach.
I don't know that one.
Sean
I've
William
seen it.
Scott, Randy Quaid.
It's good. It's funny.
So here's what I'm leaning towards, and I've mentioned this to you before. I want to do another album. We hadn't done an album in a while, and so I'm leaning towards Michael Jackson's "Bad," highest selling album of all time.
Be a decent one.
Yeah.
I think Balls Out would be better.
Here's the thing. I mean, like, I'm with you. Like, you're 100% right. Like, the album is a great way to get downloads, but it's not honest downloads because we've fooled people into
Hotel California.
yeah, into downloading our fucking shitty podcast.
What's the problem here?
I mean,
You're bogarting downloads.
Yeah, and
I mean, because like a 30-second download for them to realize that this is not it.
well, it's not the album; it's the review of the album.
Yes, but they don't know that. Not until they listen for 30 seconds and be like, "Where the fuck is the goddamn music?"
And it'll come when we get to the review, because I'll get some pieces of the music. Damn
Yeah.
the copyright.
Oh,
Well, we're not monetized.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Like,
it's not.
We'll
I
get
think
a
we're
cease
good.
and desist eventually, but it's going to go to your old address.
And then we'll get arrested. All right.
No, it'd be civil.
Yeah. They'll just put a lien on everybody's property.
We'll,
I
we'll
don't have anything in my name.
We'll talk about it and we'll figure it out. Before then, or until then, if you want to find us on the web, you can do so at theguysreview.simplecast.com. You can email us anything, and I will read it poorly at theguysreviewpod@gmail.com. Instagram at theguysreviewpod. Twitter at _guysreview. And remember to like the tweet at the top of the page. We'll put you in the DM group. Facebook.com/theguysreviewpod. Please, please, please subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcast from. Anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, I've been everywhere but the electric chair, and I've seen everything but the wound. I love that. Makes sense.
What is that from?
I don't know. I heard some guy say it on fucking TikTok earlier.
Seen everything but the wound.
The wind.
The wind.
Mhm.
It's deep.
I like it.
Tucker?
I'm good. See you next
All
week.
right. On behalf of Trey and Tucker, this has been another episode of The Guys Review. We'll see you next week. Thanks so much.